Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to emergency meeting of the Suwannee County Board of County Commissioners. The purpose of this meeting this morning is to consider declaration of a local state of emergency due to Tropical Storm Fred in Suwannee County. The resolution reads as presenting a resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Suwannee County declaring a local state of emergency, authorizing and directing the Suwannee County Emergency Management Director to take whatever prudent actions as may be necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the residents of Suwannee County and waiving procedures and formalities during the period of such emergency pursuant to this declaration. Gentlemen, do I have a motion? I have a motion by Commissioner White, second by Commissioner Fleming. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. At this time, I will turn the meeting over to Mr. Bowles, Emergency Operations Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just briefly, want to give everybody an update where we're at this morning with Tropical Storm Fred. As it's moving, and this is not the best of picture, I apologize, we're having a few technical difficulties with getting it up. But the biggest change we saw this morning is that the cone is narrowing as we get into the Keys and moving up towards Tampa. What that basically means is this: they're getting more sure about the fact that this path of the storm is going to move up the west side of the state. However, while they feel like it's going to be a tropical storm moving through, we are very unsure at this time whether or not it's going to remain to be a tropical storm all the way until it impacts our part of the state, or whether it will weaken or could strengthen. So we really won't have the answers to that question probably until the middle of the day tomorrow, most likely. And as we move into late tomorrow and we see what the storm does as it moves over warmer water. However, we do feel more confident that the storm will move up the west side of the state as anticipated, which is based off the American model at this time. And that's the biggest update we have. I'll answer any questions anybody has.
What kind of rainfall potential, you know anything on that?
They're predicting right now for us, if everything goes the way they say, somewhere minimum 3 inches, could be as high as 5 inches. So 3 to 5 inch rainfall, which we all know right now, Suwannee County and everything south of us is saturated at maximum levels. So that's a concern for us as well, obviously with trees and falling and power lines that could be impacted. So that's the biggest thing. However, if it changes and the intensity improves, then they're saying somewhere between the 4 to 6 or 7 inch rain as high as 8.
Just to add to that, the river levels are up, obviously. We're less than an inch away from it being a no-wake zone from US 90 all the way to Ballard Bluff. So that's coming.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Any other questions, Mr. Bowles?
On the river updates, you got anything on them as far as I know the Santa Fe down there at Two Rivers, is that, I know that's already out of the banks and got some roads closed there. So I guess obviously, you know, the more rain we have, the more issues we're gonna have with the river. Now, we've been checking the Suwannee River and all, and it's right at capacity now as far as it coming out from the banks. But I know Santa Fe down by Three Rivers is already out of the banks, and then got some roads covered up over there down there.
There's a report we get every day from Water Management or FWC about where the river levels are. There's also at the bottom of the sheet that tells you at each height what you see. I don't know if y'all get that same report or not, Chris.
We don't get it daily, no.
Okay, all right.
That's something we probably need.
Yeah, I'll forward it to,
Okay.
I'm just trying to send it, I get stuff from aviation also, that's more detailed than all the stuff we get.
Right.
And I couldn't make it go to you, but I sent it to Joyce, but I'll send it to you.
Okay, that's perfect, thank you.
But I'll send it out to all the commissioners so that you've got it, you can look at it, kind of track that. And make contact them and try to get on the list also. But it's good information.
Are they predicting, where's the crest on the river and all that, you know?
They haven't got one yet. I have to.
It's gonna continue to rise though.
Right.
In the short term, I assume.
I did look at it this morning, yet I've been other things.
We get an update in my office too from Chris that kind of handles that. Because course, you deal with the rivers all the time, and I believe the last thing we saw yesterday, where they were predicting it was going to be 5 foot above,
Floodplain.
at Branford, I think is what she told me.
Commissioner, I believe Commissioner Hale's got a comment to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been following it real close. So down in your area, I think the 17th is when it's gonna crest. It'll be right at that 5 foot you're talking about. So, but I think the 17th is when they predict, which is a few more days.
I've been following it
You're
close
correct.
too,
That is
and I don't have
right.
a lot no more. It's all water.
Well, that's
I
without
have
this.
Yeah.
Is that correct, Don?
That's without this. Now,
Yeah,
this
that's
throws
what
in, that's just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. As a matter of fact, I think at White Springs today, it dropped a little bit this morning. And then it's 2 days before it hits Suwannee Springs, before it'll start dropping. So you can just, you know.
Now we got this coming.
Now we got this coming, so,
And one behind it.
and one right behind it.
And the weather service, it probably will be Saturday night or Sunday morning before they start giving us impacts as to the river going up higher and what the possible crest will be, because they don't know based on the 24th survey.
If anybody's looking for a fifth wheel, I'll make you a deal on it today. It's
Yeah.
your responsibility to move it.
So you got water in it?
It ain't got water in it, but you got water all around it.
I have any additional questions or comments for Mr. Volk? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn? Have a motion by Commissioner Lamb, second by Commissioner White. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.